Hi, Kurt Wannebo. Today I'm going to talk about the tale of three properties. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, people are always asking me or telling me that they think that their home is going to sell for the same price, irrespective of which agent they actually use. Or they'll tell me things like, all of you agents are the same, you do all of the same marketing. And other times sellers will tell me, you know what, I'm really conscientious of what I want to put my home on the market for because they think that that will affect the final sales price. Well, today I'm going to tell you a story about three different properties which were almost completely identical on the market at the same time and had three completely different results. But before we get to that, we'll get to this. All right, so let's talk about these three identical properties. Now, I was very familiar with them. I went through all of them and I assessed a bunch of different things about them and realized they are relatively the same property, give or take a few differences in regards to upgrades that might have made a difference of maybe $5,000 to $10,000 at most in regards to the upgrades. But let's take a look at these properties first. They were all built by the same developer and they were also in the same area, meaning it was the same development, same company built them. Two, they all had the exact same floor plan, so they were all model matches. Next, they all had the same square footage, relatively the same upgrades, give or take maybe $5,000 to $10,000, and they all had identical lot sizes and were right there in the same location. They all closed within 22 days of each other, so it had nothing to do with the market conditions, and they were all listed relatively within 40 days of each other. So let's break down each of these properties one by one, okay? The first one, this one was listed at 1125. Now, you think, okay, what are the results of that going to be? So let's take a look. The results were, it was on the market for 30 days, they had a 30-day escrow, and their final sales price was $1,060,000, which is about $65,000 under the list price, okay? Let's take number two, was listed at 11. So $25,000 less than this property here. The end result, this one was on the market for 8 days. It had a 40-day escrow, so a little bit more time, and the final sales price was $1,010,000. So the difference here was about $50,000, even though this one was listed $25,000 lower than this one. Now let's take a look at the third one. This one was actually listed at a much lower price than both of these combined. About $11,000 less than this one, and about $36,000 lower than this one. What was the end result? 7 days on the market, 20-day escrow, and the final sales price was $1,130. So you can see that the difference between this one and that one was about $20,000, and the difference between this one and this one was $70,000. Now that's a huge swing. So what's the reasoning behind this? It's very simple. There's four answers to that. The agent that they worked with, the marketing that was employed on each of these properties, from there, the negotiating skills, and three, the pricing strategy that each one employed. So I've always wanted to be able to show and demonstrate to people that, look, your home isn't going to sell for the same price, irrespective of which agent you use or what pricing you do or what marketing you do. Now, as an added bonus, this property here, I know for a fact also got a 6-month rent back, which is almost unheard of, and saved these clients a tremendous amount of money from having to move 2 times. Now, if you have any questions or you actually want to see documented proof of this, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, and I'll send this all to you in writing directly from the MLS demonstrating that all of these properties were essentially the same, closed within a few weeks of each other, and had completely 3 different results. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Kurt Wannebo.